Beyond self-sabotage, crafting a healthy worldview. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Marianne Williamson. Hello, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of Information for Life, Insights and Ideas to Navigate Your World. Our journey today takes us down a less trodden, though far from alien path. We're going deep into the realm of self-sabotage, a complex phenomenon that tinges the many aspects of our existence, but significantly so our relationships. Let's take a moment to envision this pervasive mentality, a belief whispered in the corridors of the mind. Everything ends. The idea here is that we've been subtly programmed, for various reasons, to accept an inevitable doom for all our endeavors, especially our relationships. A perilous internal monologue that whispers, "Why bother? This is going to crumble too." How many times have we found ourselves succumbing to this? How many times have we chosen to pull away, preemptively anticipating the ache of an inevitable ending? However, the inherent fallacy lies not in the fact that things end. They often do. The illusion that we grapple with is the belief that all endings are catastrophic, final, and absolute. We fail to recognize the cyclical nature of life, where endings merely prelude new beginnings. And it's this lack of recognition that brings us to the question, how do we realize when everything is ending because of us? Here's the caveat. Recognizing self-sabotage is similar to trying to spot a subtle change in the music when you've been dancing to the same tune all along. It takes a conscious effort, a step back, and, most importantly, a willingness to face the uncomfortable. In a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, research revealed that people often misattribute their emotional reactions, and consequently their actions, to external factors rather than examining their internal beliefs and responses. Wilson and Gilbert, 2005. Self-sabotage, then, is not necessarily a conscious choice. We're talking about a priming effect in the brain, an unconscious phenomenon where exposure to a stimulus influences the responses to a subsequent stimulus. Barg and Chartrand, 2000. This can take many forms, from procrastination, negative self-talk, to setting unrealistically high expectations. The real issue here is that these priming effects can become habitual, and before we realize it, we are actively participating in our downfall. So we see the mechanism of self-sabotage. We recognize its form. What next? How do we navigate from this quagmire to a healthier worldview? Well, the journey from self-destruction to self-construction is an intimate, personal journey. It's about making the unseen seen, making the unconscious conscious. But how? Well, first and foremost, it's about acknowledgement. Accept that you've been viewing the world through a lens of self-destruction. Recognize this belief for what it is, a coping mechanism, not a reality. Next, step into the light of self-compassion. Understanding and kindness towards oneself are the antidotes to self-sabotage. It's not about denying our weaknesses or failures. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and understanding that they do not define us. Neff and Germer, 2013. Another effective way is to establish a new narrative for your life. We all have a story that we tell ourselves about who we are, and sometimes that story needs rewriting. It's about shifting from everything ends to every ending is a new beginning. This paradigm shift allows us to view life not as a series of unending trials, but as an odyssey of growth. Finally, and perhaps most critically, consider seeking professional help if needed. A study published in the American Journal of Psychiatry found that cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can be especially effective in addressing self-sabotaging behaviors by teaching individuals to challenge and change unhelpful cognitive distortions and behaviors. Hoffman, Esnani, Volk, Sawyer, and Fang, 2012. Now, as we find ourselves standing at the precipice of transformation, there's another important aspect to discuss: practical steps to ensure our endeavors, especially relationships, Don't end prematurely. Communication. Effective and open communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. By expressing our needs, fears, and expectations honestly, we provide ourselves and our partners the necessary insight to navigate challenges. This helps both parties make informed choices that support the longevity of the relationship. Floyd, 2006. Flexibility. It's crucial to understand that change is the only constant in life. Yet this fact has little to do with endings. By cultivating an attitude of adaptability, we can better manage and accommodate changes that occur within ourselves and in others. This flexibility, research suggests, is pivotal in enhancing relationship satisfaction. Baudenman, Letterman, and Bradbury, 2007. Resilience. We must embrace the fact that there will be struggles and setbacks. However, it's how we recover from these setbacks that defines our relationships. Building resilience helps us bounce back from adversities and view them as growth opportunities rather than roadblocks. Southwick, Bonanno, Maston, Panzer Brick, and Yehuda, 2014. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, allowing us to appreciate and engage in our relationships fully. Research shows us that truly mindful individuals are likely to have satisfying relationships because of better emotional regulation and greater relationship satisfaction. Barnes, Brown, Kruzmark, Campbell, and Rogge, 2007. Boundaries. Lastly, establishing and respecting personal boundaries fosters mutual respect and prevents the relationship from becoming stifling or intrusive. Healthy boundaries allow individual growth and nurture relationship longevity. Catherine, 2000. Remember, it's not about creating an impervious relationship, but about building one robust enough to weather the inevitable storms. It's about understanding that endings may come, but they don't always signify failure. They could be opportunities to learn, grow, and do better in the future. There's no denying the complexity of the human mind and its intricate maze of self-sabotage. But the light at the end of this maze is real, tangible. It's within reach. The journey from self-sabotage to self-construction is long and sometimes arduous, but the vistas that await at the end make the trek worthwhile. Until next time, be kind to yourself, and remember, if it does end, and we truly know we weren't the ones self-sabotaging, every ending is a new beginning.